While the government keeps police department to check these sinful activities. But they do not know what is sinful activities. They are allowed to continue sinful activities.
Usually they judge everything on the basis of what is good for humanity, or what is good for
They do not know anything because they are uneducated rascals. What do they know? What is good for humanity?
whatever gives pleasure to the greatest number.
Pleasure. So that is child. A child also feels pleasure with something. But it is the duty of the parents to train him to the right point of view. The child takes pleasure playing the whole day, but the father does not allow it. So if you leave, then let the child seek his own pleasure, then you are spoiling it. Then there is no need of becoming your father, guardian. Let him be spoiled by whimsical pleasure. There is no need of training, schooling, college. There is no need. In my childhood, I was not willing to go to the school. My mother forced, by force, she used to. My father was lenient, and my mother kept a special man, Jamadar, that your duty is taken by force to the school. Yes. So my mother would complain that your boy did not go to school. Oh, you did not go to school? I was sure he was very apathetic. Why? No, I shall go tomorrow. Then all right, he will go tomorrow, that's all right. But that tomorrow will never come. This is my practice. My mother forced me. So I thought, this pleasure, why shall I go to school? Let me play all day. But it is the duty of the guardian to see that this is not pleasure, this is spoiling. A child may think something pleasure, but the guardian should not think that this is pleasure, this is spoiling. Otherwise, why the guardians are required, why government is needed, why king is needed, why father is needed, why guru is needed, is to guide. Whatever you think whimsically, it is pleasure. The guru, the father, the king, the government, they should guide. No, it is not pleasure. It is winning. You should take like this. If the guru and father and the government, they are themselves rascals and fools, how they will guide? And that is it. General public, they require guidance. But the guides themselves are rascals and fools, cheaters, bluffers. Therefore the condition, social condition. He says in English?
No.
We shall go now?
No. Whenever you 7:30. It's 7:30.
No, I have not been. Nice.
Because the leaders, they are thieves. They are taking the most, and then
they have become thieves because their guardians did not care. This is going on parampara. The parampara is the God's instruction should be distributed, even parampara. But there is no followers of God's instruction. Therefore the fools, rascals, parampara is going. The father is a rogue and the son is rogue. The grandson is a rogue. What is wrong? The parampara is wrong. And if they follow God's parampara, then everything is all right. This is the beginning. Imang vivasate yogam patsamanaham. I say that is perfect system. God is all perfect. He is speaking. Now you follow that speaking, then you become perfect. And if you follow Satan, then you become no thief. The difficulty is they are not following the words of God. A religion means the words of God. It doesn't matter what kind of religion it is. If they actually follow the words of God, they become good. Just like in the Ten Commandments, the good instructions are there. So, what is wrong there? You follow, you become a good man. Similarly, in Quran also, there are good instructions. You follow, you become a good man. After all, religion means to try to understand God. So if you sincerely want to understand God and follow the instructions, any religion, it doesn't matter. You become a good man. Comparatively, according to the times, circumstances, maybe, just like who told me, you told me, that they cut throat on the lamb, they read and support that the blood goes to the Mecca side, and still there is sense of God. The sense of God. Similarly, if they follow strictly the words of God, so everything is all right.
But Srila Prabhupada, nowadays, when people follow this so-called religion, they...
No, we are talking of religion, not so-called religion. So-called religion is finished. That is not religion.
Then it is very difficult to find out what is real religion.
Why the original any real scripture you can see?
Then they will interpret.
No, that is wrong. You cannot interpret, you cannot change by resolution. That is not.
Then they must have someone to tell them. Then they must have an authority.
Right, it is already there, just like in the Bible.
A spiritual master, I mean. They must have the person.
Yes, spiritual master, yes, must be there. That is Vedic injunction. Tadvijnanatham sa gurumeva abhigached. That I have already explained. Spiritual master, good father, good king, good teacher, they are required. That is the text. There is no guru, there is no spiritual master, there is no nice king, a nice father in all society.